And well, let's get another season in there. Why not? Let's keep it going. The early stages of a challenge like this that always flies by. We're going to sign Garcia, so we have 4 goaltenders now of our own. Defensively, got to qualify Morin and Hamonic, Ellis, Koistinen, Yell. We're going to sign Amir McNabb. And Ronkel, even though he's terrible, we need players. On the right wing, Jesus God. But we will qualify everybody. And the reason why I want to qualify everybody and not sign them is by some miracle, who knows, man. Maybe there'll be a dumb offer sheet for someone that we'd be more than willing to give up. Who knows? Yeah, I have done dumb things before. For now, our focus is to fill out this roster and to not need as many cap whales. Well, I mean, to pretty much only need cap whales for real players. How much money is Ragnarsson looking for? Only $6 million so far. He deserves more than that. He does. Okay, that's everybody. So we'll see who accepts a contract before the start of free agency. Matsumoto signs, Abdelkader, McNabb, Sharma, Mangone, Ronkel, Garcia.
I'm just trying to walk through this fucking grass.
Shout out to Blue Mizzen. Bison? I'm going to go with Mizzen for the fall. Welcome in. Hamonic accepts that qualifying offer. Molnar, Brown, Thibodeau, Romeo, Potvin, Bartholet. The Bartholet. Gombach. Gombach, perhaps. I don't know. It's Luca. Other Luca. Lavin, Ellis. All right. Bunch of players accepted. We do lose 2 of our coaches, including that coach that was a very good fit for us, but maybe we'll be able to bring him back. Coaching staff is going to suffer from a lot of consistent turnover. And I said before I was intrigued. Hello, A-plus goalie coach. Jeebus. Yeah, the B-rated coach has got to go. I said before I was interested in bringing in, retired NHL players as coaches. Not going to happen until our AHL team's actually good. So never. For the sole fact of they would regress because the teams will be bad. So chat, give me stuff to talk about. Let's go. We have to max out these offers if we want this team to be better. So we're going to be here for a little bit. We're going to be here. So give me something to talk about, please. Because, my God, we're going to be here for a bit. Gonna max out these offers. Lou Lamoriello's probably offering this guy an 8-year deal. Probably. I can only guess. I prefer soda or tea. Neither. I mean, I guess if I had to choose, it'd be more of a soda thing. But I don't drink soda all that often. Really. Dude, the most consistently I drink soda is when I'm in Finland. Because of Pepsi Max. Which is fucking delicious. Which is why, part of the reason why I shouldn't move there, because that stuff would be tough to avoid. I've never been a big tea drinker. Even when I'm sick, it's like, whatever. Oh, goodness. Where's the honeymoon going to be? Haven't decided yet. Given the 2 trips to Finland already this year. Yeah, Endo's house. Endo's house is the answer. Might just, rent out an Airbnb by the beach, in-state, or coastal Canada, East Coast wise, and just exist. Favorite old school soda. Define old school soda. What's with the soda questions? Minnesota. Oh my God. Again, EA, the day you want to change this so I don't have to take 6 years to offer coach's contract, I genuinely wonder how much time have I lost in my life? To this process. It's at least a couple hours. Jose, so far I'm digging it. Like Crystal Pepsi. I don't know, man. I got nothing. I'll vouch for honeymooning in Newfoundland. Right, basically. We'll take our honeymoon where they're pulling up wreckage from the Titan implosion. How romantic. Oh, God. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Problem is, too, it's a honeymoon in November, which means the weather could be great or the weather could be shit, because that's how it works. Both here, New Brunswick, Newfoundland, it's like, okay, at this point in November, it's either going to feel like second spring or we're already going to be 6 weeks into winter. And there's no in between. So, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Excited for any new sports games. Always. Always. We play everything here. We play absolutely everything here. Every yearly release. I'm very excited for Madden, even if it's shit. We always have fun on Madden and for football games. Honeymoon in Newfoundland in November. Dude, I went to fucking Finland in February. Like, who cares? Cold doesn't bother me at all. Will there be a Boomer to Glory 2? What was our age limit when we did the Boomer to Glory? Was it 35 and up? We might have to do that again. We might have to. The topic of time lost playing this game. Remember that sluggish simming that you were complaining about during the 48-team league sim? That's consistent sim speed for this game on PS4. I believe it. I believe it. I am. Everybody really is spoiled by the loading times of modern consoles. It's delightful. Oh, it's so good. Like, to go back, like when I've had to go back and do videos, I just realized I was working on a video before I left for Finland and I totally forgot about it. I'm gonna have to work on that again. If you go back to playing like on a physical PS2 instead of running an emulator, Jesus Christ. The load times make you want to put your head through a wall. It's ridiculous. So, yeah. All right, well, hey, we're almost there. We're almost to the 9 millions. We're almost there. Fuck. It's taken for goddamn ever. All right, there we go. All right, so that is 1, 2. Please don't tell me I sent an offer for the same spot. That would be a fucking disaster. And then scouts that are available will send offers to the 3A or the 4 A minuses. So, yeah, switches can be rough too. Sometimes. Depends on the game. Depends on the game. But all right, there we go. We got those offers out there. Hopefully they're accepted. We went the extra mile to try and make sure that they were. You know how badly we have to suck for someone to turn down $10 million? Or I don't pay, you know me, I don't pay attention to drama over, oh, this guy's going to go here and there's going to be a signing in football, but then also in hockey, this trade's going to happen. I don't pay attention. I don't. I do not have the energy on a daily basis to be like, oh, is today the day Erik Karlsson gets traded? I couldn't give a fuck. Like, when it happens, cool. I'm not even thinking about it until it happens, unless it comes up in relevant conversation. It's the same thing with soccer, football transfers, where it's just that, like, the business of the rumor mill for that sport in particular, it's exhausting. So yeah, I do not bother. All right, we still need as good of a coach as we can get. We need a goalie coach on the other side. Although that A-plus goalie coach might end up being our head coach. We'll see. ADB to Anaheim. Don't care. Couldn't care less. That's my response. How long until F1 is multi-team competitive again? Jesus Christ, it could be years. Like, the biggest issue right now with Max Verstappen being so dominant is that match the offer. I ain't letting go of Ragnarsson for a first and a third. Fuck you. The biggest issue with just how dominant he is, yeah, we're not letting Michkov go for a second either, is that this was supposed to be the era where we avoid going from Ferrari dominance to Mercedes dominance to, okay, now it's Red Bull dominance again. In fairness, there was the Sebastian Vettel era. This was supposed to be the era where this new generation of car was supposed to be the most competitive era yet. There was supposed to be more legitimate parity and competitiveness. Nope. No, there isn't. Turns out the exact opposite is happening. So, you know. But that first could be anything. It could even be Ragnarsson. That's true. That is true. Oh. NHL not being on Switch is a bit of a crime, even though the sports games that are on Switch that are based off of like FIFA and stuff like that are typically pretty bad. Stylized sports like Mario Strikers or whatever, pretty good. Because graphic-wise, it's made for it. The show not being on PC is more of a crime. That's fair. Well, I'm going to have to get into what games are on PC and what aren't. That's a whole other thing. All right, we need cap whales. Let's bring in... You know what? I mean, it'll help the AHL team out a bit too much. Let's bring in Yaroslav Halak. Pay the shit out of him. I don't disagree, but MLB doesn't run too terribly in my experience. That's fair. I haven't played this year's MLB on Switch. I did buy it on Switch last year. It was serviceable, is what I would call it. In handheld mode, at least. I never played it on the dock. And let's bring in... We'll go for Justin Dowling. Let's give Justin Dowling a crap load of money. Because we need the cap whale. Dowling accepted that night. He's like, are you fucking joking? Yes. Before you can even change your goddamn mind. Yes. There we go over the floor. Emperor, what's going on? How's your face? All right. So Daig up to a 77. Enqvist is a 64. Halak will be third string goalie. Probably in the AHL behind Shubasov and Garcia. Defense. I think we do still want to base it off of who has the... What the fuck is happening? Cool, so right now I literally can't control the roster? What? Was I going in reverse? I guess I was. Am I losing my mind? Whatever. Alright, defensively, call up Morin. There we go. I think we still want to sort this by potential. Ender, I've reserved the name at least in case that's where everyone migrates to. So low 7th, Ricky Yell. Will be down for Amir McNabb. Byers is a medium 6th. Koissen in low 4. Letton in low 4. Ellis being a 71 overall, but a medium 7. I don't think we can prioritize him. Ronkel's a low 7th. Bure is a medium 7th. I think we got to send down Ellis. It said you were in the system, but we were calling dudes up. See, that's what I thought happened, but maybe I was just not paying attention. But apparently I was. We finally have one dude who's an NHL caliber defenseman, and it's Morin. No real surprise there. Some forward-wise, 10, 11, 12. Same thing like Molnar, or however the hell you pronounce it. Potvin. Thoresen down. Got to call up Braden Yeager. Anybody with a medium bottom 6, we cannot guarantee your spot on the team this season. So Lavin, Romeo, Gombach. Let's see. What we got? Reese Matsumoto's a low bottom 6. Dorian Pera, we're determined to get this guy to develop. A lot of medium bottom 6s on this team. Jacques Appel. Alright, so. Do we have any other medium bottom 6s? I don't think we do. High bottom 6 for Cole Brown. Alright, that works. So our team for the year, at least this will be the personnel. Let's double check, make sure that best potentials are in the best spots. I don't know how I feel about low fours still, to be honest. I think I'm going to have them on the third pair. I think we'll go with Morin and Hamonic, McNabb, and Rick Byers. Big Rick. And then forward-wise, medium 9. We're going to have a lot of medium 9s. Which is okay. Brown's going to be the leader of that fourth line. He'll have special teams time, which is fine. The top 6 of this team is starting to look pretty good, though. It is. So Para's going to have to be a bit further down. That's it right there. We'll see if we can find the coach that best fits the team. 90 faceoffs for Denver Barkey. God damn. We got to go with the Jaeger on that top line again. So Stevenson, Gavin. So at least now Jordan Gavin has someone better to work with on that line. And then it'll be Michkov, Jaeger, Ragnarsson. That top 6 is starting to take shape a little bit. We might actually have some hope here. I mean, the defense, the goaltending, that's got a bit of a ways to go. But the scenario in which we're successful isn't a pipe dream at this stage, which is pretty nice. All right, Vasilev's not ours. Saprikin's not ours, but Bure is. We have an AHL defense instead of an ECHL defense now, basically. All right, Bobrovsky and OEL technically on ours. So we'll go with the 2 low 7s together, and then 2 medium 7s at the top. So that defense is obviously abysmal. We want to get Thibodeau in here. Hacken is not ours. Frank, I didn't, but that's a cool thing for a team to do instead of just being like, money, 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 as everyone would suspect. Get Ivanov out of there. Get Gombach in there. That's Rodin is not ours. I think Peterson and Bouchard are the final 2 guys that need to get into this lineup. Which means technically somebody needs to get scratched. And it's going to be Brunstrom as the lowest rated guy. Nah, that should be Peterson. He'll stay out. There we go. AHL team's good to go. Not too worried about optimizing lines and where those guys are. So, again, just like last year, let's make sure we have the best coach for the job. So Conan is a 64 scheme fit. Westgarth, 50. Danier, 69. All right. What about McNeely? 50. Right now, Danier, a 69. Dimitrakos isn't a fit. Robitaille. And Tierney. All right, we have a new head coach, and it is going to be the very French. What was it, Jacques Jerome Danier. Congratulations, Jerome. We are going to have... Well, McNeely is the really good goalie coach. Yeah, so McNeely's going to stay there. McNeely's going to stay there. We're going to bump up Robitaille to associate. Let's drop Westgarth. Let's bump up Dimitrakos. And you will be the new head coach. Bada bing. Bada boom. We do need a goalie coach for the AHL. Of course. Nina Grice Nina. Oh no, in 3 seasons you'll have your cup. Derp, if you get mauled if we win a cup in 3 seasons, there's no way. But I appreciate your optimism. But that would be that would be the biggest indictment of this sim engine that I've probably ever seen. If we were to win a cup within the next 3 seasons. So, you know, we want to hold our breaths here. NLA Ice. All right, so NLA and Ice. We need the German League, the DEL. I love when people say the German DEL as if the D in DEL doesn't stand essentially for Germany. All right, scouts are good. Coaches are good. Team is good. Let's take a look at the line chemistry. All right, 4th line's a -1, but the 2 top lines are both +1s. Enter the gifted sub. 201 lifetime. My goodness. Hey, our defense gets a nice little boost. Okay. All right. And you know something that we haven't done yet? Let's introduce you to the boys. Your 2027, 2028 Greenville Good Dudes. Some of them are further along their path towards being good dudes. Some of them are still a little bit douchey. But of course we have Gabriel Daig in goal. Do we give him special... We have to, right? You think most Americans know that Germany is Deutschland? No, I don't. I don't think the majority of Americans know that. As sad as that is, I don't think they do. Is there a good... We need the good team mask. Every player, when you go to edit lines, shows up as captain. Is there a good fit? Random Wheat Kings? Yeah, not so much. Is there a good fit in terms of color scheme? Victoriaville? I mean, isn't that where Daig plays? I believe it is. It'd be funny to have him keep the same mask for a while. He does play for Victoriaville. I think we keep him in the Victoriaville mask. I think we do it. Equipment I'm not as worried about. We'll keep Daig in the Victoriaville mask. It's perfect. Did my best grading until I gave him 78 medium elite. That's fair. That is fair. Our backup goalie, Nicholas Enqvist. Oh, look at the hair. I like it, Nick. And would you believe this is a team of douchebags? Would you believe it? With a haircut like that? Let's find our backup's mask here. Let's find our backup's mask. Kingston? Ooh, it's shiny. Oh, Hamilton works out pretty well, too. God, the Bulldogs have good masks. Damn. That Kingston mask is awesome. I just like the idea of K. It's like, you know, Enqvist, like, we brought you in here, Nick, to be a better person. K. Did you write any type of thing? 99 certain areas to maintain a certain overall. It's a controversial approach, but I stand by it. Defensively, Etienne Morin, who is our top... He just needed the puka shell necklace, right? Etienne Morin has the generic player face. Technically, it was in the game, but EA fucked him up. So I had to remake him. They fixed him in a later update, though. We have Dominic Hamonic. Dominic Hamonic. Look at the flow. Look at the flow. Love the blonde hair, black eyebrows. A regular wrestler in blood feuds in the 1980s. Topi Lettinen. Topi Lettinen, number 39. Why does he look like somebody? He does. Can't quite put my finger on it, though. Don't be letting it on the team. On defense, number 50, Mika Koistinen. Mika Koistinen. Strong beard. There we go. There we go, Mika. We needed to up the beard quota on the team of douchebags. Green laces as well. Big Rick Byers. White gloves and all. Big Rick. Look at him. Look at old Rick Byers. Delightful. The white gloves are interesting. And Amir McNabb, our newest addition to this defense. Amir McNabb, one of our new additions to the program. You should give them all bleach blonde hair. At forward, I mean, you know him, you love him. He'll have a generic player face. Would you say Michkov's elite potential top 6? I've gone back and forth between low elite, high top 6, medium elite. I did settle on high top 6, which is what I'd normally put the first forward drafted outside the top 5. So I think Simashev is a high 4, and Michkov keeps all these abilities, but is a high 6. But yeah, the problem is it's just, you know, you can sit there and rate people based on where they were drafted, based on where they were projected to go, but then you run into the problem of like, well, Andrew Cristall is still a medium top 6 in 2020, you know, when he's 23 years old, because, well, that's what he should have been when he was drafted. It's just, yeah. Different ways to decide potentials, man. Cole Brown. Cole Brown. They didn't really do a good job on his player face, but Cole Brown. Hell, you could go low franchise if you wanted. New blood, Tristan Abdelkader. With his gray blades and true gloves. Will the real Slim Shady please stand up? Tristan Abdelkader. Tremendous. Tremendous. AJ, you can... No offense to Patrick Bacon, Top Down Hockey. Dude, you can look at the NHL expected chances of, expected to be an NHL, expected to be a star. He has enough data now over the last few years. You can go back. It's hardly an exact science. It is just as random as any other formula. So I don't put too much stock into that at this rate. Jacques Appel. Ooh, the lifted visor. Yeah, look at that. That's a 38-year-old man. I mean, again, with everything, you can find examples of it working. You can find examples of it being pretty far off. The new boy, Dorian Mangon. I refuse to call him anything else. Dorian. What do we got? Yeah. Look at old Dorian. He looks like a Dorian, doesn't he? Old Dorian Mangione. And again, the problem is you can have models like that. You can sit there. Who the hell's Mel? Derp, funny you mentioned Mel Kiper. I was about to go there. You know, how many times... What was it? It wasn't Sam Darnold. But you'll always have, like... it was Jimmy Clausen. I think it was Mel Kiper himself who said, if Jimmy Clausen's not an elite quarterback in this league, I'll quit my job. Every sport, if there's a draft, man, it's all just best guess. That's it. Reese DeBoer. Old Reese DeBoer. He's perfect. Oh my God, you're so perfect. Kids, now, if you're about 18, 18 to 20 or younger, if you go back and look in your parents' high school yearbooks, you'll see this guy. Guarantee it. Unless your parent, especially if your parent, well, actually, no, Jesus, yeah, if your parents would have been in high school in the 90s. Go check out your grandparents' yearbooks. They went to school with plenty of kids who looked like that. Reese DeBoer. Do I think the Brinket's traded this weekend? Nope, and I don't care. It's been 6 weeks of will he be traded? What's it gonna happen? I don't care anymore. Fuck it. Ooh, I like the barber pole tape. Oh, the old... Oh my God! Look at him! Oh God! Hold on. Hold on. This why why was the first thing that I could think of the fucking Game of Thrones witch without the necklace? Why was that the first thing I could think of? Amazing. All right. That's Dorian Para, by the way, our best face puncher. Old Dorian Para. Don't fuck with him. And then our boy, the face of the franchise, Liam Ragnarsson. There's, oh, dude, he looks like a douche, too, doesn't he? Old Liam. But we are turning him into the leader of men. Liam Ragnarsson. Looks like an extra from Goon. We also have, of course, Braden Yeager. Old Braden Yeager. Whatever face EA gave him. Cool. With those bushy, it looks like Craig Button's son. With those eyebrows. We also have Face-Off God, Denver Barkey. Denver Barkey. Who looks like a 35-year-old man. Jordan Gavin, who I think has a generic face for me. I didn't put work into the faces this year. Oh, no, he doesn't. Okay. Old Jordan Gavin. Love the part. Fit right in Panic in the Disco in 2007. Playing bass, of course. The chattiest of instruments. And then Jaden Stevenson. Your final member of the team to be introduced to, Jaden Stevenson. Yeah, he you know, he's got the look. He's got the look. He's pretty and he knows it. Jaden Stevenson. We are ready to go. For a new season, we are going to set the over-under at 17.5 wins based on the fact that we won 15 games last season. And on paper, we are a better team. Everything is good to go. Let's see what our rating is heading into the season. Nina Grice is on. And we'll see what we're dealing with. Let's see. Will it be 66 locker room chem again? Only 46. So it didn't jump up this time. That's unfortunate. Which means these boys are about to get real pissed off when we end up being real bad again. So be it. Hopefully they can carry us to some positive vibes. 66, 59, and 63 are the ratings for this season. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Where are we going to end up? 2027, 28. I mean, theoretically, we're going to keep progressing, getting a little bit better and a little bit better. At least that's what you would presume. It is what you would presume. So we will see what happens this season. I'm pumped for AEW's Battle Royale mode. So look, man, I'm over Battle Royale modes. That does look like it's going to be fun. Stadium Stampede. I'm excited. I'm excited for that. I think it's going to be very, very dumb fun, which is great. 4-15-2. Oof, not off to as good of a start. Not at all, as compared to last season. So those who bet the over and were banking on solid progression for us, well, not looking great here. It's not looking great. 8 wins. Can't wait to ride on the back of a horse on a football field and whack someone in the back of the head with a barbed wire. It's fun. No kidding. No kidding. Still just 8 wins, man. Still just 8 wins. That is surprisingly low. "13 wins, though. We've heated up a bit. The dream of hitting the over is very, very much alive. Make it 14. We need 6 more to hit the over. We have about 2 months to do it. There's 16 wins. List ourselves as sellers again. Will the game define any blockbuster trades? Yes. Robert Thomas and a prospect named Vahalati to Calgary for Matt Coronado and 3 third-round picks. And the AI says that I pick Horde. Okay. So Robert Thomas and Brady Tkachuk are both members of the Calgary Flames, by the way. So, you know, that's a thing. That is a thing. My goodness. Oh my God, 19 wins, 20 wins! They did it! They did it! I thought I said at 19 and a half. I said at 17 and a half, but we did hit the over. Mobski, 29 months. You'll love to see it. 21 wins. A new franchise record for the Greenville Good Dudes. Way to go, dudes. Way to go, dudes. All text, you got to go to create a wrestler and modify a tire. And you can make a secondary preset. Let's look at the points here. So, oh my God, positive. Our top line were all positive plus minuses. Ragnarsson, Jaeger, both over 60, 50 points at least for Gavin and Michkov. 44 for Dorian as a rookie. Honestly, we had some decent little scoring depth. Applicator was the worst. But you notice our best plus minus was a plus 12. Our worst was only a minus 44, at least for forwards, compared to what it used to be. 48 points for Morin. But still, improvement. Improvement. 887 for Dag and an 881 for Enqvist. But still, improvements for the boys in 2027, 2028. Connor Bedard, Ehlers, Robertson, Kaprizov, McDavid, Perfetti, Matthews, and Connor all breaking 100 points. And finally, Nick Ehlers has been dethroned. 74 goals for Connor Bedard. Again, this is why in a roster update, I didn't want to make Connor Bedard and then put him on Chicago, because I don't know if you can necessarily get him to be this dominant. You know, you start him off at an 84, he gets to be dominant very, very early, which is more fun. Defensively, 99 points for Evan Bouchard, 95 for Adam Fox. A lot of defensemen over at least a point a game. 30 goals for Shabbat and Makar each. Goalie-wise, the winningest 50 wins for UC Saros. Jesus Christ. Shutout leader with 8, Hart and Shesterkin. Save percentage king. Shout out to Hugo Alnefelt. Among starters, it was Igor as well. Rookie race with 54 points. You would think it would be Quentin Musty, but the game will dock him for plus minus. It is going to be New Jersey's Clark Caswell, who wins the Calder. Although, look at who finished third in rookie scoring. You love to see it. Dorian, the man. Gone on his way to the Hall of Fame. Also, Gabriel Dag, for whatever reason, was considered a rookie this year. Go figure. But 21 wins. Best season yet. Doing good. And now, hopefully, again, a little bit more draft luck. We'll see what happens in terms of end of season. Oh, my God. Did the AHL team make the playoffs? 38 wins. The Richmond Americans have made the playoffs for the first time, taking on the Cleveland Monsters. They're down 0-2 in the series, make it 0-3. And they get swept. But they did make the playoffs for the first time, which is genuinely shocking. given the situation and the circumstances with that team. So tremendous. The Tampa Bay Lightning have won the Stanley Cup. We'll see how they managed to do it. Ragnarsson showing up as an 88. And 6 games over Colorado is how they do it. They stole that series from us. They did. Stop the steal. It's too late. Who gets traded on Carolina? Nobody. So Tampa led by Kucherov, Sergachev, Braden Point, Steven Stamkos. Telling you, give it time. Only a 905 for Vasi, but it was enough. Give it time. They can still be competitive. I'm not throwing in the towel on Tampa quite yet. So Tampa wins it. Stops Colorado from winning back-to-back. Connor Bedard wins his first Art Ross trophy. Robertson wins the Hart. Fox wins the Norris. Clark Caswell does win the Calder. Conn Smythe and Nikita Kucherov. Vezina to UC Saros. Okay. Selke goes to Sasha Barkov. Robertson wins the Ted Lindsay. Bedard wins the Rocket Richard. In the AHL, that backer guy does it again. Most points scored. League MVP. Any familiar names? Jake Bean was top defenseman. Jonas Korpisalo, top goaltender. MVP of the playoffs is a dude named Pedersen. So the AHL, the faces of the AHL really starting to change. Draft lottery odds. Is it in our favor? It is.
How the fuck was Detroit
Worse than us? We weren't the worst team in the league? I'm sorry, I was spamming B. I missed player retirements, but whatever. Eric Carlson, Ryan O'Reilly, and Chris Tanover, 3 of them. I was trying to stop the simulating to check that. It just kept fucking going. So we missed player retirements, my B. On fucking tiebreaker. On fucking ROW tiebreaker. Oh my god. Never question the Iser plan. We're off to the draft. That's ridiculous. Jesus Christ. And it did give us the first, but the fact that we weren't the worst team in the league is insane. So the question is there somebody available? There is no franchise level player this year. We got 5 elites. Danny Dodge. Fuck. Can't take him. Vladimir Kasparaitis, the Ukrainian winger. Can't take him. Maximilian Trigg, German left defenseman. Yeah, we can take him. Concerns if he can handle a professional environment. We have our franchise level defenseman, hopefully. We also have Milan Palat. Can't take him. And Bennett Ward from the Tri-City Americans. Can't take him. We have our guy. With the first overall pick, we take the German defenseman playing with Örebro of the Swedish Hockey League. Maximilian Trigg, who is a 78 overall medium elite. Doesn't have a gold. That's a bit disappointing. But has Thunderclap, Yoink, Off the Rush, and Send It. So pretty offensively oriented. He does have a pretty good shot. He's pretty well-rounded. He is pretty well-rounded. But I'm fairly happy with that. We can never complain about having a top 5 pick and actually having a medium elite guy. Oilers, right? Nothing like it. So we get Trigg in the first round. Thank God for that. Tremendous pick for us. Here's the issue, though. Now we have the second pick of each round. The question is, round number 2. Can struggle with this desire to win, keeps his emotions in check. The question is, in round number 2, teammate utilization, nope, it offsets. Is there anybody that's going to fit the bill for us? Anybody that's going to fit the bill? Character issues, 3 out of 4. Okay, so right now he's a fringe. He's fringe in terms of being eligible. If there's nobody else, he's easily the guy. Certainly more so than Burmistrov. Gets emotional at time. No, that's not enough. Shot utilization. Well, right now we have very few options, and it sucks because some of these guys are good. Okay, we have another option. Leonardo Miura. 3 out of 4 for medium top 6. It's not bad. We got 2 players so far on our short list. We're obviously having to overlook a lot of players that we'd love to take in a normal franchise mode. But that's the name of the game. Teammate utilization for Sorokoff. Not much else to go off of. Timo Toivonen is available. Character issues are indeed what we're searching for. Shot utilization. Okay. So, it's possible to do this in other games. Not that I'm aware of. Alright. So, Isaiah Seabrook, 3 out of 4 for a medium 9. Skating's not looking too promising. Says he's 3 years out. Igor Shirokov says he's 4 years out. Leonardo Miura says he's 4 years out. Has the most promising looking potential. And then Timo Toivonen. We gotta aim higher than Timo Toivonen. I know we're low on time. I think it has to be Miura. We're not in a position where we can draft for need. Has to be best available still. From the Lethbridge Hurricanes, Leonardo Miura. Medium 9. Damn. The odds were that he was a medium 9. I was hoping for a bit better. Not a bad pick. I mean, not a home run. We're at the point where we already have to start kind of looking at those with the best potentials. We gotta hope that we can land somebody here. So far, not so good. All right. Well, we did get somebody with our top pick. But aside from that, it's been pretty bad. Aside from that, it's been very bad. Aside from that, it's been dreadful. Aside from that, I'm gonna cry. For the love of God, where are the dickheads? Please? The hell is this? There's not a single jerk in the draft? This is going incredibly poorly. Ola Bang is a confident douche. Lorenzo Cope, which is all I can do right now. To Marinus, we could probably, out of desperation, have to put into the okay category. Jesus Christ, this goalie. I wish. I wish. Both of these goalies actually look fucking fantastic, and I can't take either of them. Oh, this is looking to be our weakest draft yet. That's what this is looking like. Okay. Well, this is an outright disaster. The only players that we ended up with were these guys here. We have to decide between Shirokov or Timo Toivonen. And it's going to be Toivonen as more of a sure thing. So Timo Toivonen, another huge defenseman. 59 overall, medium 6. He should be serviceable for us, but this is going terribly. So we can look at the board, or we can start looking at younger players who might be drafted next year. Character issues immediately for this goalie, Stefan Greilinger. So I guess that answers our question as to what we should do. Dimitri doesn't fit as well. Limbach doesn't really fit as well. Concerns if he can handle a professional environment for Purrington. Alright, we will still have some options here. Obviously, there'll be some players that we've already seen as we scroll through here. Brenda Moore looked very, very familiar. And at least we got a couple of options, but yeah, this was a little bit rough. A little bit rough, to say the least. Loyalty being a concern isn't typically what we look for. Yeah, I mean, okay. So, who's on the board here then? It's Greilinger in goal or Purrington as a forward from Oshawa. I mean, if that Shots is advertised, 4 years out at 18, we don't really need another goalie in the system. He was awesome in Austria. 4 years out for Greilinger. I don't doubt Greilinger will be half decent, but we already have a couple goalies. Let's go for Mauricio Purrington. Low 9. Fuck, we should have gone with the goalie. Should have gone with the goalie. Round number 5. Those other two guys are 6th and 7th rounders, so I mean this is pretty much it. Can we find one other player that fits? Stubbs, appreciate the raid. How did the stream go? I hope you're good. I hope you're well. Honestly, find someone who's young. Let it be a skater. Find someone who's maybe not going to be drafted until next year. Unless we take them a little bit early. And maybe that strategy of looking down the road a little bit will pay off for us. I highly doubt it. And living Diablo. Again, Diablo is a game I can't get into because I won't have time to play anything else. But it does look very fun. Alright, well this strategy is not really working. This strategy isn't really working. At best, you could look at like Tukio. But even then, it's slim. Lack of maturity, yes. It shows up more as a strength than it does as a weakness. But if it shows up as a weakness, absolutely, that's a factor for us. 100%. Oh, man. All right. Yeah, this is really shaping up as our worst draft yet. We had our best season to date. So here we are. The way I see it, we got 3 players left. Let's go for Mikko Tukio of EFCO in Finland. Low 7th potential. Yeah, this is going to be our worst draft possible. Easily. We'll go for the defenseman Nicholas Tamarnis. Oh, low 4. 50 overall, though. And then pick number 200. We have to go for Ola Bang on Färjestad. It was a low 9. Yeah, this was our worst draft. The top was great. The depth in this draft for us was essentially non-existent. Take the good with the bad, I suppose.